Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're all keeping well. Welcome back to the next part of Back to the Future, episode 1. We're back with Marty. He's back in time to save Duck. So let's continue with our story. It's a nice little feature. Anyway, in the first video, we had found the DeLorean and Einstein, and then found Edna Strickland, who told us about Speakeasy. So we went back in time, and so far then we've found out that Doc's in jail. So let's find out what's happened. Hope you enjoy the video. As always, hit the like button if you enjoy it. It's Saturday, June 13th, 1931.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like? A hunting lodge?
Very polite, aren't they?
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients.
What?
Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
This time, it's getting personal. Alright, let's see that film. Alright, so... It's very hard to operate this.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, bum.
Politeness. The hell
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
That's a very narrow speakeasy. Jesus.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
Oh. Yesterday, soup. That way. Whoa. Hey, Bob. Who's Bob? Yesterday, soup that way. Alright, well. Interesting. Oh, I could do with some soup. Better close the door behind you, no? You're in the barn.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup.
No, some
Think,
free soup.
McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I
Hello,
don't think
McFly.
Ruth's
Hello?
a pitcher anymore.
Shut it.
Anybody
If
home?
one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Would you?
Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right. That's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Butthead.
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well,
What
Well,
is today's
what?
soup? Well, yesterday's
what are
soup.
you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
Yeah.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
Yeah,
You
make
got
like a
it,
tree
boss.
and
And don't
Get
come
outta
out until
here.
I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Interesting. Hi.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Yeah, go for bed.
Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931.
Oh, come on, that'd be so fun.
Those who once ate delicacies are destitute in the street. Cheery.
That's a safety hazard.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Why would you want to keep it open?
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Lovely servers you got in here. And a very nice spice rack. Our pipes. Alright, let's go and see Doc. Now, where was he? The jailhouse, which was here. Good.
Doc!
Marty! Marty!
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980?
Good
The
job.
automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
Yeah, let that
So what's our plan
slip
for getting you
in
out of here?
the movies.
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that Speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their Speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan.
This is getting
Right.
very heavy.
But what?
Well, you're the Doc. I suppose we've got a time machine.
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum shattering proportions.
Yeah, but doesn't that always happen?
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Oh, well, that makes things fun.
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
I suppose it's not much like one flew over the cuckoo's nest. I mean, that's just fucking stupid, yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Gangsters. Can you let my friend...
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided. Do you?
No. Might as well
Why
just
don't we
go
try
for
to
all-
tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
Ah,
I
yes.
should have guessed. Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
Oh,
You have
wait,
a
yes, say so.
rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
Oh.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished
You're confusing me,
rocket-powered
Doc.
drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
All right.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
This is heavy.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just
You
be
fall
your
and
charming
hit your
self.
head in the sink.
What I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Yeah, tell him about Jules Verne. All right. Any idea where you
Okay,
are?
let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Interesting.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Was that it? There was something to catch up.
Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
I haven't left yet. Yeah.
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Good lord. Yeah, it is the family.
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the 2020s. That's just, that's best avoiding that. Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Always.
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
And it doesn't fly.
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting.
Thanks.
Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
What do you want me to
Usual.
do, though?
You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
I'm not too worried about the time split. It never really worked.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry.
Every
If
era's
history
Tannen
plays
is
out as
treating
it's
your
supposed to,
family like
he'll
dirt,
soon
Marty.
be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right. Sylvia.
Was he gonna knock out this time period's talent? Hey, you! Get your goddamn hands off her! I've seen that. Edna. Oh, yeah.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna, we never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socio-economic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember.
Also, her shoe was
Ask
in your
Edna,
car.
The etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
Good
That
times.
would explain a lot.
Alright, but it doesn't explain how her shoe ended up in your car, you kinky son of a bitch. We're not telling about the shoe?
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell him.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Alright. Is that it? Well, nobody's doing in jail. He got arrested. Some grandpa, bad kid, Tannen.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
So you want to know?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. Ivy almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
Alright.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Sorry. Joe, usually did have a bad thing. Inappropriate words. T-shirts. Okay. So, to the soup kitchen to phone Doc. Younger Doc. Most people use these type of phones.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
What?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who, may I say, is calling?
The courthouse. Doc
Gomez
never told me he
Adams.
worked at the courthouse.
Alright. I was hoping it was going to be something like keeping up appearances. Bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking. Alright, courthouse. Jesus, is he trying to control his cuts? Hey, Einstein, what are you doing? Who's a good boy?
Hey, how you doing, Einie? Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Is that it? Play fetch with him or something? Yes. I'm looking both ways before you cross the street, Marty. That's good. Alright. At least we're finally getting to see inside the courthouse. Or not.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you.
This should be fun.
I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown, but I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
This should be fun.
Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? No.
Can you slow down there, Doc?
Or do we take
Clerk.
the extent of Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H
Emmett.
to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, let's start over.
Jesus.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
Well, that was a complete bust. Oh.
Inverse. Oh, yes. No. That's not possible. No.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
We're all busy.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle
Emmett.
Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Look, I'll make you an offer you can't
Dad
refuse.
tell you that?
Every morning.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
I'm trying to figure something myself. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
Not Judge Brown.
9 at
you.
night. But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Einstein, can you come over and help me?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong.
Well, I mean, doesn't E equal
If the coefficient of friction
A
remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable.
plus
Is that even
B
possible?
to the power of C divided by D? Okay. Doc, this isn't working out. Damn it, C train control, it keeps cutting the different scene. Doc, we're going to have to come up with a plan B.
Psst, Doc.
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
We're fucked.
Well, I met your younger self,
Great.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Well, you don't know what A equals.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's
Judge
he
Brown.
got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
Yeah, I offered to buy him a
I'm not
beer.
sure.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... the Hill Valley Expo!
The expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure,
Oh,
but
good.
it was a spectacularly miserable failure,
Oh,
one which
good.
marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
Okay.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know, h to the something when the inverse is something else. I'm not so good at equations.
Yeah, doesn't even know
That's
what A
too
equals.
bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Oh, how the hell do we do that?
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Oh, call him over. Emmett! Oh, Jesus.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Alright, good talk.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
That's alright, Doc. We've got a time machine with all the time in the world. Okay. Alright, so... Can I bring younger Doc to meet older Doc? So he can mutter to him and he can understand it, and then we can figure out what A equals to the power of Y. Where'd you go? Einstein, I don't suppose you have any ideas. Can you, like,
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
like, bite him and drag him over?
Equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable.
Uh-huh.
Is that even possible?
Probably isn't here. Can you, this way,
Equals mass
left,
times acceleration, of course.
left.
That's Newton. But how many newtons are required?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett,
Judge.
it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
I got nothing. Alright, do we have something here? Phone number, tape recorder, docs, notes, photo, George. Jesus. Oh, which Tape recorder. Where'd he go? Tape recorder. Doc needs him to hear him.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Gonna be the inverse. Oh, yes. I know. No. It's not possible. No. Oh, think, Emmett,
bingo.
think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Hi.
If the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable.
Bloody cutscenes. Alright, I'm just gonna stand inside this window and play it.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
Okay. Wait, H equals what? Where'd he go to now?
No.
Stop.
Not possible. No.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime,
Yeah, you
Mr.
said that
Corleone.
already.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
Eureka.
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
I thought I wasn't a science. Planet Falcon and future a lot of it. Yeah, let's go with Joe's now.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Let's go with a really need your rocket.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Full-size model on you tonight.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the Speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
Well, sucks to be you.
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
A free jacket? That'll be handy. Alright, well, let's go talk to Tannen. Edna.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I don't think we'll just straight out ask him.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen.
Isn't a soup kitchen an odd line of business for a guy like you?
I like soup. Plus, I got a heart as big as all outdoors. Buff a little harder. I want to see myself in the toes.
Alright.
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Of course, employee Trump's family relative.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Oh, sorry.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Oh, we'll have to do it for old time's sake.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
Shit.
What did you do?
One thing escalated into another.
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Oh dear. Oh, it's a nice moves, Doc.
Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen!
Manure.
Ow! Fix me up!
Where do you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Nice. Alright. So we got a new hat. What are we doing? Might as well talk to Edna. See what she's doing.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Mm-hmm.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Oh, heaven forbid.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums.
Oh, that's good.
I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know.
A drunken bum?
Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
Well, that sucks.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children,
Xavier?
Doggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Okay. I'm not really worried about helping her.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
True.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
Oh god. I don't really know why. I have to worry about soup, but I suppose I might as well.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
It's true.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Ah. It has to be mushroom soup now. Charity needs soup. You do?
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
Sister Prairie, the orphanage, farm from one of the children, the restroom, the asylum. Yeah, Joker's getting low on soup.
The insane asylum.
Whose inmates are crazy for soup.
Ba-dum-bum.
All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
That was quick. That was fun to know what the hell that was about. Alright. I guess I'll go and talk to Little Doc.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
Yeah, good point.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Okay.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
Oh, you just giving me an idea?
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah.
Well, you've got the best tracker in the business.
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
What's up, Doc?
Huh. Deja vu.
Oh, that's the same apartment. Oh, there you are.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know. Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry, some other time.
But well, I guess you can't choose your bloody family. Well, I've got your hat.
What now?
Well, don't close the window while I'm trying to talk to you.
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription
Yeah, you can't
to the
spin it up
Accountant
and
Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No! Right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry.
Don't close that window.
Some other
Don't
time.
close that window. You son of a bitch.
I don't think that would be interested in Arthur's hat.
You're a funny guy, Marty. You're a funny guy. Could you just leave
What
the damn window
now?
open? Yeah.
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
All right. Oh, show him a picture of his son.
Someone's playing tricks on me.
Okay.
Need any help?
Never mind.
Well, I might have ideas. Einstein?
Thanks for bringing us here, boy. We'll take it from here.
Okay. So we can't tell him about the subpoena. We can't tell him about his hat.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
Because I asked. Because you're in law.
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry, some other time.
Okay. Yeah, I got that. Anything else? Thank you, very helpful. To get off road, you'll need to go and get something from the town centre. What? There's no hand. No other hands? Yeah. Thanks. Alright, well, I'm stumped for options. Alright, I guess I'll leave this part here, and when we'll come back next time, then we'll figure out what we need from the town centre. I mean, he says he can't leave until the boss thing, so do we need to get Kid Talon to chase us to here, and then I don't know. Anyway, look, if you enjoyed this part, as always, hit the like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Be very much appreciated. And remember to click the bell for notifications on more videos coming out on the channel. And me, Marty, Young, Doc, Emmett, Annie, and Arthur, and whoever shows up, we'll see you in the next one. Take care. See you again. Ugh, this is so heavy.